In today's mastermind, we discuss the following topic. Can you compete with discount brokerages? Of course you can. Discount brokerages are brokerages where they are very efficient, nothing wrong about them, but they sometimes use the commission paid by the lenders to discount the rate more. So I'm gonna show you a few ways that we discuss in our mastermind from one of the brightest brokers across Canada on how they do, and you can also do to compete with the discount brokerages. Some ideas basically. Number one, a lot of them advertise very low rates. Sometimes they're insured rates. What happens is they want the person to commit and send all the documents, and then later they tell them that they do not qualify because it's an insured rate and maybe they're looking for a conventional rate or the beacon is different or whatever. The way we discuss that we can overcome that is be upfront with your clients. Tell them, hey, my philosophy is I'm going to tell you everything upfront. So this is what they do. So perhaps in your case, you will not qualify for that rate, but there's the way to bring you in. So just be upfront and tell them that sometimes that's what they're doing. And number two, super important, because they're very efficient, they need to produce mortgages at a high rate, and they will not have the dedication that you as a mortgage broker will have. So tell them that they will have the clients, if they go through that, they will have to review their fine print. Hopefully you are reviewing the fine print from the 2 or 3 options that you are offering your clients, so they know the pros and cons of every option. But tell them that you will review the fine print with them, and that's an add value. Number 3, in mortgages and in any industry, you will have players who are discount, like for example, in computers, we have Dell. They discount their computers as much as possible. And you have Apples. Apples add value, keep adding value. For example, I'm going to buy very soon another Apple computer, so overpriced computer, but somehow I'm happy about doing that because of all the value that they give to me. So have in mind that there's always those 2 players, and you should compete on value because value is where the money is. Like Apple is the biggest company, not Dell. And the ways to add value, there's tons of ways. We're going to create another session next week on how to add value. But for example, Kinshu was saying, explain in detail how he explained the tax position in a rental property, and he was able to win that deal even though it was at a higher rate. His option was a higher rate, but it was better for the client overall. Including the tax position. At a discount brokerage, even though they can also do that because they need to be very efficient, is more difficult for them to take the time to explain all the implications of a mortgage product. So that's how you compete, adding value versus rate. Another way, sometimes they'll be dealing, depending on the brokerage, with a 1-800 number. Maybe a different person will handle the transaction, so it creates a different experience. You can create a very good experience because it's your business, and you will be picking up the phone, or maybe you and your assistant tops, but that will be a way different, more specialized or dedicated experience to your clients. Another one, have in mind this one is very important for me. Either your client and even yourself as a mortgage broker will have a mindset on this topic. So there are some clients that no matter what you say, no matter how much value you add, they will always want for the cheapest price. So you have to understand that some people are just built that way, and just lose the battle, don't lose the war. So let them go, because there's a low probability that you're going to be able to help them, but still add value and move on to the next one. Similar, you as a mortgage broker or as a mortgage advisor, sometimes you feel that you will lose all the files where there's a lower rate or very cheap rate option. I brainwash myself to believe that I can win in almost every situation. So I'm able to find really interesting solutions to clients to add value to them where they really are thinking about using them versus a very cheap rate. Why? Because I add so much value to them that they are willing to go my way. And we'll show in the next session, I have already 4 examples, real life case scenarios where you will be able to add value to a client, and they are willing to go with you even at a higher rate because the value is there. Okay, next one, have in mind, where do you find your clients? If your marketing is a Facebook ad all about lowest rates, you're gonna attract those rate shoppers, and they will be, sometimes they will be better served at a discount brokerage. Not all the time, but sometimes. So have in mind, where are you finding your clients? If your clients are more based on referrals from professionals, there's less likelihood that this is going to happen, even though you should always be prepared to add value to a client. And last one, but not least, what was the last one? Oh, last one. It was just lose the battle, but not the war. What does it mean? A lot of agents in our mastermind, the following happened. They added value to the client. They end up going to another discount brokerage, but it's weird how life pays you. Those clients that didn't go through those advisors started sending referrals to the advisor. It has happened to me as well. So be kind to people, do the best you can, add value to them. If they lose, you lost the battle, not the war, which means that they can still in the future come back to you because they really value your advice and they really trust you. And number two, they also can give you referrals, and that you will think why a person that didn't go through you will send you referrals is because they appreciate what you did for them. All the best. See you in the next mastermind.